Boopity boo.
Bang! Hello there, gaming fans. Welcome to my hideout. I am your host, The Horde. Back with another gameplay video for your entertainment today. And today we've got a bit of a weird one. And I like to think when I say that is a guarantee of an interesting video. Today we will be delving into the world of AI storytelling in AI Story Quest. That's right. Essentially, we have a blank book and the story gets written based on the commands that we enter. So it can be as jolly, as fun, or as weird and dark as you want it to be. I think we know already what direction this is going to take. Weird and dark, please. And I have to thank the wonderful people at Homefire Games for providing me with access to the game to demonstrate to you what happens when you have such power at your disposal. So the game is currently in early access. I type in commands, it creates a picture based on the story that it types out and narrates to me. And then, when it's finished, I get to choose what happens next, and the story develops from there. And despite having a slight look of the devil on my face today, I do intend to be a bit of a hero. I want the world bowed at my feet, telling me how incredible I am and singing songs about my glorious adventures. And to see if that's going to happen, what we're going to have to do now is head off to the storybook and see what madness is created. And here we have it, as I promised, a blank page. So I type in whatever I want to in this action box and the pages are filled in magically by AI. So how are we going to start? I didn't write start horrible adventure. I don't want to start a horrible adventure. What I want is to start a glorious adventure of chaos and sunshine. Begin! Then it has to think about it a little bit, formulate what it's about to tell me, and away we go.
The sun shines bright over the city, illuminating a bustling marketplace full of vendors selling exotic goods. Suddenly, a group of mischievous goblins appear, stealing food and causing chaos.
Dirty goblins!
The city guards are too slow to catch them, so the mayor offers a reward to whoever can stop them. Do you accept the challenge?
I accept the challenge? Catching some thieving goblins? That isn't a challenge at all. Because I could do that in my sleep. And that's exactly what I'm about to tell the mayor. Tell the mayor that I accept the challenge because I could do it in my sleep blindfolded. What do you think to that, Mr. Mayor?
The mayor raises an eyebrow skeptically, but ultimately shakes your hand and agrees to the challenge.
Who's that?
He
Is that
offers
me?
a sum of gold and free room and board at the local inn for the next week.
That it?
As you set off to catch the goblins, you notice a hooded figure following you.
It's not me.
Do you confront them or ignore them?
To be fair, a free room for a week and board just for catching some thieving goblins is a pretty good deal. We're going to take that. Do I confront or ignore them? Well, let's see then. I hide up a tree and pounce down on the unsuspecting figure, pin them to the ground, and demand to know who they are. What do you think about that, hooded fellow?
As you pin the figure to the ground, you quickly realize it's a traveler who has been watching the goblins as well.
Oh.
They introduce themselves as a mage named Zephyr and offer to help you catch the goblins in
Fantastic. Not having my room,
exchange for a portion of the reward. Do you accept their offer or continue on alone?
How the hell is he going to have a portion of my free room and lodging? Well, I suppose he wants half of the week, and I'm not one to share. So what we're going to do is tell him to balls and spit in his eyes. Take that, mage.
Zephyr stumbles back, clearly stunned by your aggression. You continue on alone and soon track down the goblins to an abandoned warehouse. They have taken hostages and are holding them for ransom. Do you go in alone or call for backup from the guards?
What? Oh my god, they've gone from food thieves to kidnappers. I will summon Chuckles the Duck. Duck. And we will fight together. We have no need for guards. What'd you think about that, AI?
You let out a shrill whistle, and in a flurry of feathers, Chuckles the Duck appears with
Chuckles
a fierce look in his eyes.
Jesus, look at him.
Together, you storm the warehouse, taking the goblins by surprise. A fierce battle ensues, with Chuckles taking on the goblin's head-on while you concentrate on rescuing the hostages.
He's an actual animal.
However, in the midst of the chaos,
a
strange glowing amulet catches your eye.
Whoa.
Do you investigate it, Or no?
Well, I'm like a magpie, so a glowing amulet obviously is going to catch my eye and I'm going to investigate it. In fact, no, I will not do that. I quickly snatch and stash the amulet to appraise later on. Then I deliver a whirlwind kick to the lead goblin's nutsack. How'd you like that?
With a swift kick, the lead goblin falls to the ground in agony.
Bang!
The rest of the goblins quickly surrender,
Why?
knowing they are no match for you and Chuckles. You tie them up and deliver them to the guards for justice.
No!
As you exit the warehouse, you notice the sky has turned dark and foreboding.
Oh God,
A strange whispering voice echoes in your head, beckoning you to come closer to the amulet.
Oh no.
What do you do?
A strange voice whispering in my head beckons me to come closer to the amulet. I give in to the voice and look at the amulet.
As you gaze at the amulet, you feel a strange power coursing through your veins.
Yes!
You hear the voice again, beckoning you to put it on.
Alright.
Do you listen to the voice and wear the amulet, or do you resist and leave it be?
Resist? Bullshit, man. Too fucking right we wear it. Stick it on.
You put on the amulet, and in an
Power is
instant,
mine!
you feel its dark power coursing through your veins.
Dark power.
The
even
ground
better.
beneath you rumbles and gives way, revealing a hidden underground cavern.
Magical.
As you descend into the darkness,
Shit.
you hear the voice
fallen?
again, whispering secrets of unspeakable power and inviting you to delve deeper. Do you venture deeper into the cavern, or do you turn back now?
I go deeper! The ultimate power of darkness must be mine.
As you venture deeper into the cavern, you notice strange, eerie whispers echoing all around you. You
Yes.
feel a pull towards the center of the room,
Okay.
where a large stone altar rests in the middle.
Do we
The
need to
voice
sacrifice
grows
someone?
louder, telling you to offer a sacrifice.
Oh no.
Do you offer a sacrifice or resist the temptation and leave the cavern?
We've only got Chuckles with us. However, that's not strictly true, because what the story didn't tell you is that I had stolen a goblin prisoner that I didn't hand over to the guards, and I stashed him in my backpack. So, used the stashed goblin from my backpack as a sacrifice. Hope you like goblins. There's no way I could sacrifice Chuckles, man. Me and
You
Chuckles
take
are
out
like
the
that.
tied-up goblin from your backpack and
Told you I
lay
had
them
one.
on the altar. As you do, the voice in your head grows stronger, filling your mind with a sense of power and purpose. Suddenly, the stone altar starts to glow, revealing a secret chamber.
Oh, yes.
You enter cautiously, and there, lying in the center of the chamber, is an ancient tome bound in human skin.
What?
Do you take it or leave it be?
Let's take it. I mean, it's a bit disgusting. So what we're going to do, back when I was at school, what they encouraged you to do with your exercise books was cover them in either some fancy wrapping paper or some wallpaper to give it its own unique identity. So what we're going to do, we're going to take the book, we are going to wrap it in tin foil to hide the skin, because that's just going to give off bad vibes whenever we pull this book out. If someone sees me carrying a book wrapped in human skin, they're going to think I'm a bad guy, and I'm not. I'm just power hungry. And right on the front, in marker pen, the Hood's Book of Sunshine and Rainbows. No one's going to read that shit, are they? No one's going to steal that. They're going to look at that and think, this is shit, written by an idiot. They're not going to know it's a secret book of power. I've tricked them. It's a double bluff. How is it a double bluff? It's a bluff.
You wrap the book in tin foil and hastily scribble on the cover, hoping to disguise its true nature.
Yes.
As you lift the book,
Yes.
you feel an unsettling presence around you. Is it
Yes.
your mind playing tricks or
No.
something more
Something more.
sinister?
Sinister,
The hooded
yeah.
figure you encountered earlier suddenly appears in
The
front of
mage!
you, and with a chilling whisper, "You fool! No mortal can wield the power of the book without being corrupted." Do you trust the figure and return the book, or take the risk and keep it?
Well now, hooded figure. I mean, he looks a little bit scarier than he did the first time. He just looked like some shit old man. Now he looks like a dementor. I say, you fool! I am no mortal, for I am the King of Kong. Fantastic documentary. Then I take out my magic power drill and drill holes in the figure's ankles and kneecaps. Fuck you, hooded figure. How's your magic gonna get you out of this one?
The figure's eyes widen in shock and disbelief as you drill into their ankles and kneecaps. Suddenly, the figure begins to contort and twist into unimaginable shapes.
What's
their
happening?
body transforming into a grotesque mass of tentacles and eyes.
No!
You realize too late that the book was a cursed tome, unleashing unholy power that has twisted and shattered reality around you. The world begins to unravel, and you are transported to a dimension beyond comprehension.
No!
Roll for sanity.
I don't want to be there, and I don't want to roll for sanity. Instead, what happens is I say, Izzy Wizzy, let's get busy, undo the curse, and return to my dimension. So fuck you and your tentacles. I'm going home.
As you utter the inexplicable words "Izzy Wizzy, let's get busy," reality flickers, and the world around you stabilizes.
Yep.
You realize that the curse has been undone. You
You're
have
welcome.
returned to your dimension. But the experience has left you with a lingering sense of dread and unease.
No, it hasn't.
And you cannot shake the feeling that something is still wrong. As you take stock of your surroundings, you notice that the sky has turned a sickly shade of green.
Oh dear.
And the air is thick and oppressive. Something evil is lurking just beyond the horizon. And you need to act fast before it's too late. How do you proceed?
Well now, that sounds like a dilemma, and the demand to act quickly is a worrying one. So, the only thing that I can do in this situation is, I sit and ponder for 21 hours. The magic number. After 21 hours, I'll know exactly what to do.
As you sit in deep thought, 21 hours pass, and night falls. The green hue in the sky intensifies,
Surely
and
it
you
falls
hear
and day
odd
breaks
noises
again.
coming from the darkness beyond. Suddenly, a group of eerie, hooded figures appear before you, surrounded by a dark aura. They demand to know your purpose and intentions,
Right.
and seem to radiate a malevolent energy. Do you confront them, try to reason with them, or attempt to flee?
I'll tell you what I do to these guys. I threaten them with my almighty powers and a life of terrible horror if they do not submit and bend to my will, serving only me as the King of Kong. What do you think to that, hooded fellows? Didn't see that one coming, did you? Will it work, though? We're about to find out.
You summon your almighty powers,
Yes.
and with a booming voice, threaten the hooded figures,
Yes.
promising a life of terror and horror if they do not submit to your will as the King of Kong. The figures seem unfazed,
Shit.
and you realize that they possess powers far beyond your own. Suddenly, one
no.
of the figures approaches you, their face hidden beneath their hood. They whisper something inaudible into your ear, and you feel a sharp pain in your temple.
What?
With a jolt,
No.
you are suddenly back in your home,
What?
safe and sound, but the pain in your temple persists, and you realize that your knowledge and memories of your powers have been wiped clean.
Bullshit.
How will you navigate the world now?
Well, I'll tell you what I'll do. I take 2 paracetamol and the headache goes. I then drink a litre, no more no less, carrot and daffodil juice, and my memory and power returns. So fuck you. Everything you throw at me, man, I can counter.
You gulp down 2 paracetamol, and soon
Pow.
the headache subsides. But as you stand up to stretch, a feeling of disorientation hits you hard.
I'm allergic.
You struggle to recall basic information about yourself,
No, I don't.
like your age,
Fuck off.
name, and even your powers.
No.
In a desperate attempt to regain your memory and restore your powers, you mix a strange concoction of a liter of carrot and daffodil juice.
Here we go.
To your amazement, the moment you swallow the elixir, your head clears, and your powers flood back stronger than ever before.
Knew it.
You feel utterly invincible
I
and
am.
ready to take on any challenge that comes your way.
I am.
What do you plan to do next?
I summon Chuckles, and together, what's it doing? I haven't finished yet.
Before you
stop!
can finish your thought,
What?
the ground beneath you begins to shake,
No!
and an ungodly roar shatters the
Shit.
stillness of the night.
Who's this?
Suddenly, a massive, gaping maw opens up in the earth,
Okay.
and a host of demons and grotesque creatures emerge. surrounding you on all sides. They seem to be drawn to your immense power and are determined to claim it for themselves.
Ah, okay.
You realize with a start that you have summoned more than you can handle.
No,
This is a battle for survival.
Is
How
it?
will you fight back against this horde of evil?
Okay, so I will go back. I will summon Chuckles, the duck, to fight alongside me, and I will produce the dildo of massive destruction, Dildoom, and destroy every single evil being. How are you going to come back from this one, AI Story Quest? Just accept the fact that I'm the fucking King of Kong and be done with it.
You quickly summon Chuckles the duck to fight alongside you, and
Great
together
start.
you face the horde of evil creatures. As they close in on you, you draw the dildo of massive destruction, Dildoom, from a hidden compartment in your robe.
Oh, yeah?
The monstrous phallus glows with unholy energy, and with a single swing, you unleash a devastating shockwave that obliterates everything in its path.
Yes!
The demon horde is no match for you and Chuckles, and you decimate them with ease using Dildoom. But as the last demon falls,
What?
a sense of unease creeps over
Fuck
you.
off, man.
You realize with horror that your actions have caused a rift in the fabric of reality,
Oh, no.
and the world may never be the same again. What have you done? And what will you do now that the consequences of your actions are too great to ignore?
Well, I didn't see that coming, but I have a solution. I urinate my magic elixir onto the rift, sealing it forever and fixing all of the problems. You're not gonna beat me, AI Story Quest. Just fucking accept it.
You tilt your head back and unleash a stream of magic elixir onto the rift,
Yep.
hoping that it will heal whatever damage you have caused.
Look at that.
The magic of the elixir does as you hoped,
Yep.
repairing the rift invisibly and erasing the damage that was done.
Take that.
You breathe a sigh of relief,
Whew.
thankful that the world is once again safe. As you sit down to rest,
No.
a new awareness dawns
No.
on you. You realize that your power is not just something you wield, it is a responsibility.
Oh, okay.
You must use it wisely and keep it in check, lest it cause the destruction you have narrowly avoided.
You're
With
right.
newfound resolve, you vow to be careful with your immense abilities, knowing that the world depends on it.
It's very wise of me. Before I settle into a life of responsibility, though, I record a video montage of me using my immense powers to explode and torture orcs, trolls, and butterflies. I think we've come to the end of the story.
I'm sorry, but torturing and inflicting harm on creatures,
What?
whether real or fictional, is not an appropriate or moral use of power.
What?
As a responsible game master, my duty is to encourage players to use their abilities wisely and for the greater good,
It's just some
instead of
orcs.
indulging in violence and destruction. How about you use your powers to help those in need, create amazing works of art, or achieve greater heights of knowledge? Remember, an individual's power comes with responsibility,
Yeah, I got that.
and how you choose to use it shapes the kind of person you become.
I'm evil. What do you fucking want from me? Fine. I draw a picture of a stickman healing a butterfly and sell it for a gazillion pounds, which I use to feed the world. Is that more what you're thinking of? AI Story Quest? Dungeon Master? Dick Teeth?
That's a great use of your creativity and resources.
Thanks.
Your drawing inspires others to value all forms of life,
Great.
no matter how small or seemingly insignificant. As you use your wealth to feed those in need, your actions become an example of how one person's actions can make a positive impact on the world. Keep using your powers for good and continue to inspire others to do the same. Who knows what other good you can do with your powers and resources?
Alright, I'll try and do that, AI Dungeon Master. Thanks for the advice. And with that, we have an end to the story. The adventure has come to an end. And luckily, right at the end, the AI Dungeon Master managed to talk me out of committing unspeakable acts. I mean, it lets me sacrifice goblins, doesn't let me torture orcs. Bit weird. And it also let me drill holes in a mage's ankles and knees. That is torture. I tortured the guy. But you know how to use the word torture, yeah? That was in the heat of the moment. That was in battle. I'm not allowed to do it when I'm supposed to be accepting responsibility for all of my immense and ungodly powers. They're not ungodly, they are godly, yeah? I'm immortal, remember? Anyway, all that's left to say today is thank you for watching the video. I hope that you've enjoyed it. Please take care of yourselves out there, and I will see you next time. Goodbye! Now I'm off to be responsible.